Hello everyone. In this video, let's learn about the hierarchy of dimensions. First of all, we need to understand, why should we use hierarchy in dimension? Hierarchy allows us to explore our data at different levels, or at different levels of granularity. For example, for a sales data analysis scenario, we want that we can analyze the data, either by country, state, or city. In this case, we need to define our city as such a hierarchical structure. The bottom level is the city, its second level is state, and the first level is the country. There are two types of hierarchy within SAC. The first one is level-based hierarchy. The second is the parent-child hierarchy. Let's take a look at the two hierarchical structures respectively. First, we need to understand the difference between them. For the level-based hierarchy, we can create it in the modeling phase. But for a parent-child hierarchy, we need to create it in the data management phase of the model. In other words, the dimensions has to have data first, before we can create the hierarchy. This is the first difference. And for the second one is that, the application scenarios of the two hierarchical structures are different. For the level-based hierarchy, we usually use it with a fixed number of levels. For example, our countries, state, cities, or our date dimensions like annual, quarterly, monthly, date, or the category of our products, subcategory products. All the examples above are a fixed hierarchy. Another thing to be noted is that, in level-based hierarchy, each level is an attribute in our dimension. The second kind of hierarchy called parent-child hierarchy. When using this kind of hierarchical, usually the level is not fixed. For example, our organizational structure may have 2 levels, or there may be 3 levels as well. Another example is finance statement report. GL accounts and their associated reporting items may also be multiple levels. Under such circumstances, we're going to use a parent-child hierarchy. Well, in the next operational session, let me show you how to create these two hierarchies. First, let's look at how to create a level-based hierarchy. We build a sales city dimension. Enter a description. Okay, we open this dimension table. Well, according to our explanation, for the level-based hierarchy, we need to define each level as an attribute in our dimension. So, I need to define 2 attributes here. This is my state. And my country. Okay, after defining the attributes, let's click to create the hierarchy. In this case, we choose the level-based hierarchy. Let's give this hierarchy a name. ID and description. Okay. We put our provinces and countries separately. Okay. Now we can view our hierarchy structure. The first level is country. The second level is state, and the third level is city. Click OK. Great, we've successfully created a level-based hierarchy. Let's copy over our demo data. Column 1 shows city ID, Column 2 displays city descriptions. Column 3 indicates the state. And column 4 shows the country. Let's save this. Select the default value for the dimensions. Save. Okay, we've successfully created the level-based hierarchy. Next, let's create a parent-child hierarchy. We'll create a sales employee parent-child hierarchy. Click to create new dimension. Add sales employees. Open the dimension table. Please note that we need to input dimension data first. Then build the parent-child hierarchy. Let's copy the data over. Suppose we have employee names here. Our hierarchy should display each employee's supervisor. Display each employee's supervisor. Click here to create parent-child hierarchy. Done. A new column has been generated here. Select this column. Click the Hierarchy Management button to manage hierarchical relationships of dimension members. OK. For example, all dimension members are listed here. Drag from the left to the right. We have two managers, Bob and Sherry. Jerry is Bob's subordinate. Drag and drop here. Lily reports to Jerry. Drag her here. Tid works under Sherry. Similarly, Lucy is Sherry's subordinate. Using this drag and drop method, we can visually build hierarchical structures for our dimension members. Note Bob's organization has 2 levels. Sherry's has 1 level. This parent-child hierarchy enables flexible. We can see that parent-child hierarchy enables flexible hierarchy management. As a conclusion, we need to use parent-child structures for non-fixed level scenario and use level-based for fixed level scenario. Use level-based for fixed structures. Save the settings. Set default values for members. Done. Settings saved successfully. Now we've demonstrated how to create 2 kinds of dimension hierarchies. How to create dimension hierarchies. Thanks for watching.